Been a long time since we talked to you last, Nick. What's new?
A lot's new. It's a new year, new challenges, and just going at them as hard as I can.
When you had a chance to self-reflect after last year, what is your assessment of why it didn't work out better and why you weren't able to carry on as a potential starter here?
I mean, there's a lot of reasons that I can't talk about, to be honest with you. It's one thing to create something. It's another thing to know when not to speak about something, and this isn't the right time or place to speak about it. There was a lot of reflecting, a lot of just, getting back and keeping things simple and working hard and enjoying the family and understanding that, I know who I am as a player and a person, and that's the most important thing. And trials teach us a lot about ourselves, and we grow through them. And last year was, last couple of seasons that haven't been the easiest, but I'm still here. I'm still, wanting to play the game. I feel the best I've felt. I've had a great offseason, putting in the work every single day to where, coming into training camp, I feel great. I feel the strongest I've felt. Just, I took something that could have, defeated some people and made it a positive. And still here, still working.
To that end, Nick, you've been a great team player, a great guy throughout your career, but is this episode testing that to a greater degree than before?
It's not, there's always a test, but it's not going to test me as a human being in the sense of caring for the guys in the locker room. I think in the role I'm in, it's a unique role because I've really never been in this role, in the NFL where, even my rookie year, I was a backup, I was the number 2 quarterback and then played. So this is a unique test and trial right now, just at practice with the reps and everything. I'm growing as a human being, but the most important thing is just knowing who I am as a person and player. There's no doubt about that. I know I'm in the right situation with the right people, that understand me as a player. I know what I can do because it's been done. But I go out there every single day working. I enjoy the time in the locker room with my teammates and on the practice field just working with those guys to get better. And in the QB room, we have a great QB room that, we're working well together, and that's really important.
When the Bears moved on from Mitch and signed Andy, what was your emotional reaction?
I had a talk in private about what was going on that I'm not going to speak about. And you know what? Andy Dalton is a tremendous quarterback, and he's an even better person. And he's, the leader the team needs. And he's doing a great job leading. He's doing a great job impacting and teaching, not only the players but the coaches what he wants done. And you can see that on the field. The guy's had tremendous success in the league and been a starting quarterback for a long time. And guys are listening. I love being around them, and we get to feed off each other, talk about different things, and it's been great watching him conduct the offense.
Your coaches and teammates have all said you're all in the role that you're in right now. How long did it take for you to get to that point mentally?
You know what? Is aspiring to be the 3 what I want? No, it's not. I've shown what I can do. I've shown it in the right situation. A player wants to be in the right situation where, he's running what he wants to run and doing it the way he wants to do it in compliments to the coaching staff. But I'm in this situation right now where I'm the 3, and that doesn't mean I get complacent. That means I keep working. I do what I would do as if I were the 1. Come in early, getting the workouts in, doing a little extra after practice, doing what I can with the mental reps, being there to support the quarterbacks and, learn from them and then help them if they want, ask me a question. Being in meetings, having those conversations, talking through plays with the coaches. I come in here every single day to work and, help my teammates be better.
That chart gets set around the league. I'm sure the Bears will start to field some phone calls about their Super Bowl MVP 3rd-string quarterback. Would you like any input on any potential trade talks about for teams?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, in this league, I don't want to go to someone that, I don't know. I don't want to be put – listen, great coaches, when you have a great coaching staff, it's something special. Big reason, we were great in Philly was we had a great coaching staff. We did really well. They put us in position to succeed. And it showed. I think everyone can say it showed. So that being said, I don't want to just go somewhere where I don't know them, I don't know the offense. I've gone down that road before, and it's not fun. There's plenty of quarterbacks that go down that road, and it's, you got to be in something that something that you're comfortable with, so you can pull that trigger as fast as you can. If all of a sudden you're out there in a game and you're thinking through things, it's too slow. The NFL's too fast. You have to be able to just let it rip. And, that's what I look for. So, yeah, absolutely. I don't want to just be traded to someone I don't know and, you get an opportunity to play. No, I want to be able to go somewhere where I know we'll be successful because I know the people in there. I know what they stand for. I know who they are as human beings. That's what you want. That's what great teams are made of.
Are you anticipating such a move?
What was that?
Are you anticipating such a move?
I know there's a lot of talks out there. Trust me, I hear it, I see it, I do it. But at the end of the day, like, that creates clutter in my mind because I still have to go out here and I have to practice. I go out there with the 3 group, and I always tell those guys, I talked to them today, I don't care what the freaking coverage is or if you think you're dead on a route, I'm feeling it right now, so be ready where I can fit it in anything. And I showed that, and there's a couple of things where, we didn't complete it, but then they were like, man, that play's dead in the playbook. That route's dead in the playbook, but it's there, and I'm going to throw it. So you know that. So that's the beauty sometimes of being 3 is you can sort of do your own thing because they're focused on the other guys, which is cool. So I get to be me, which is fun. So I'm having fun, and I'm out there with those guys. And I think y'all have watched. We've been dicing it up a little bit. We've been taking shots, and I'm trying to help those guys be better. They know that they're playing with a good quarterback, and I'm going to help those guys get better so they have an opportunity to make a team here or somewhere else.
As an extension of that, you're throwing to guys who aren't established in the league and are clawing and fighting for the opportunity. Do you have a daily sort of appreciation for the windows of opportunity you can open for some of these guys by being an accomplished guy who can put them in position to show out?
Yeah, and the biggest thing is just run your route, run it to the best of your ability, and be ready for the ball. And they know that. And I think when you step in the huddle as a QB and they know that you can get it done and you can do all those things, it makes them believe. It makes them know that, hey, if I just do my thing, that ball is going to be right there. Expect the ball, whatever the coverage, run the route based on the coverage and be ready for it. And my goal is when I step in the huddle, give them that confidence to go out there. These guys aren't established, but they're doing a great job out there. They're doing a great job running routes. They're reading the coverages, and we're getting better every single day. And that's all I can ask for them. And I'm proud of those guys for working hard because it's not easy.
Hey, Nick, kind of have to ask this question considering just before we came in here, we learned that Carson's going to have surgery in Indy. So in terms of that familiarity, you're talking about comfort level. Is that a spot with Frank that you would be comfortable?
Listen, Frank Reich is one of my favorite, if not favorite, coaches of all time. He understands me as a player. He understands me as a person. But, I haven't had any talks with him. I don't know. I'm a Chicago Bear right now. But I think if he knows me. He understands. Y'all watched the 2017 season in the playoffs where he changed the offense and built it around me, and y'all saw what happened. So he understood my mentality as a player, and he was able to build it around me and put me in a successful position and my teammates. But that being said, they have Carson. And Carson and I have a lot of history. I have a lot of respect for Carson. He's a tremendous player. He's going through adversity once again, but he'll bounce back. And you know what? He might miss a few games, but I know he'll be back out there. But we haven't had any talks. So right now I'm a Chicago Bear, and I'm going to keep slinging it with these third stringers, and we're going to dice them up.
You've been involved with trade talks for another team. You said you want to be involved in that process. Has that occurred already yet?
There was a couple opportunities that came to be this offseason with a couple teams, but it wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right time or the situation with what was going on in my life. It's like I said, you don't just want to go somewhere to go somewhere. Like, you want to go somewhere where you know the people somewhat, or you know someone who knows the people that can vouch for the people so you can succeed. Listen, I'm 32. I feel great. The version of me right now is much better than the version that played in the Super Bowl. I'll tell you that. And I'm confident in that. So put that through your mind. I know that. I know what this game's about. You have to have the whole package as a team. Like, you have to have everyone in there. You have top down has to be great. If it's not great, you're going to be mediocre. I've seen it. I've been a part of it. And unfortunately, when you're a quarterback, you got to go through a lot of the, baloney. But that's part of it. That's why we play this position. That's why we grow. Because at the end of the day, there might be some kid that's watching this press conference and they say, Nick Foles is a 3 quarterback, and he's going out there, and his mentality is to dice up that defense and help his teammates. And that's what I will continue to do till I lace up the cleats for the last time.